Hey everyone, this is VJose32 back again, and I do have one more shoutout for you. Goosey Play. I wasn't going to do that until next week, but I decided I'm doing another video. I might as well do it today. Just ask for a shoutout, so it's getting one that's Goosey Play or Goosey Play. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it, but I'll post a link down below. And it's going to be a little bit of a different video. There was recently some awards on UnitedCardists.com, which is a great forum. If you're interested in playing cards, you should check out UnitedCardists.com. It's my favorite source of information, my best source of information, and my favorite playing card forum. Although A for Cards isn't bad either. And they had some awards for the best decks and whatnot of the year for 2012. And this was the results. I figured I'd share them with you and give you my opinions on them. The best deck from a major company, that would be, companies like Illusionist, 311, Dan and Dave. The best deck voted was the Purple Artifice, which I guess I can agree with, although I did like the Sultan Treasury, the Sultan decks as well from Illusionist, and I did like the Artisans as well from 311. Best deck from a mid-sized company was the Bicycle Americana from Circle City Cards, which I agree with, although it depends on what other companies were in the running. Best deck from an independent designer was the Seasons decks, which I totally agree with. They're really nice. Actually, going back to the mid-sized company, I would think that Lance Miller's actuator decks would be pretty much just as good as the Americanas. I would have them almost as a tie. Anyways, the deck that won for the best court cards was the Seasons deck, which I can agree with. The deck with the best pips was the Arum. The deck with the best jokers, the Artifice series, which does have some nice jokers. The best unannounced surprise was voted as the Altruism deck from the Blue Crown. I'm not exactly sure if that was really a surprise or unannounced. I do remember them putting out that that deck would be coming out a couple months earlier, so I don't exactly call it a surprise. I don't think there was really any unannounced surprises that would be that good. For the best deck series, that was the Seasons. Although I'd like to beg to differ, because it's not really a series. They came out with the Seasons decks, and then they came out with a slightly altered Platinum series after that. It's not really a Platinum set after that. It's not really a series. I'd have to say probably the best series, probably the Artifice, I think. For the best draft card, that went to the B Coterie deck from, what's his name? ZF Koch, which I have some coming on the way thanks to Jeff Breyer. Also go check out his channel, Bob the Blob. I'll post the link down below. And I don't know what the gaff card is, but apparently it was good. But at the same time, I think the Actuators decks could have been nominated, could have won this one, because they come with some built-in tricks. They come with some gaff cards that allow you to do a effect with the deck, and I think that's awesome, because you don't usually see that in decks of cards. They come with gaff cards, but they don't come in with built-in effects. So how he didn't win this one, I don't know. For the best use of colors, that went to the Ornate decks, which I agree. They have a lot of color in them. Best purchase decision, Split Spades. I agree. Split Spades Silver Edition decks, I got them. It was like 2 for $6 or $7. Completely outrageous. And then they went up after that. I'm glad I found them when I did, because they released them. They had a special release before the actual release. The best deck for forcing, Smoke and Mirrors V7. I don't know. I guess it could be a nice deck for forcing, but I would have thought that maybe the Dominion deck would have been better. And there's definitely a couple other decks that are in the running for this year, like the Virtuoso and the Polaris decks. Anyways, the next one was best deck for poker or games. That was the Hornet number 6 from Circle City Cards, and I could understand that. I guess I agree with it. Although the all wheelbacks, bicycle all wheelbacks, would have been good as well. The best deck for Magic was the Madison Players deck, and I can understand that. It is a marked deck. Although there are some other decks that definitely qualify, I'm sure. The best uncut seat went to the Curator deck, which came out not too long ago on House of Playing Cards. And I can totally understand that because every card has a different image on it. And it's totally 100% unique and very nice. For the best packaging, not tuck box, that went to the Artisans wood box that you get with the collector set. And I can understand that. But I think there's definitely some interesting ones in the running for this year's. For the best deck accessory was the ornate poker chips, although I've never seen them. And I don't really know what other accessories there were last year that could even be nominated. For the best marketing, that went to the Altruism. I'm not really sure why. I think that I liked the marketing better with the Sultan Republic Sultan Treasury decks, because you bought the Sultan Republic decks and then you had to discover the mysteries to find a link to the Sultan Treasury deck, and I think that was a real cool marketing strategy. The Altruism deck also had a contest in it, but I didn't get my decks until after the contest ended, and it's basically whoever finds it first wins, and I thought that whole thing was kind of crap. For the best underrated deck, it was a tie between the Hornet number 6 and the NOC decks from House of Playing Cards. I can understand that. And the best deck in general, the Seasons decks. And I do agree. I suppose. I mean, there's a lot of decks that came out last year. It's hard to try to pick the best ones out of that. I could do something like this myself, but it's a lot of work. Anyway, in case you wonder what this is one of the two bicycle called Cthulhu decks. I'm not even sure how you pronounce that. This one is the more limited one, and there's a red one that's not limited. And I will review them in the coming weeks, but you get a little sneak preview. That's what I've got. I apologize if this one was a little bit long and boring, but I thought I'd give it a try anyways. Stay tuned for a deck review, and I'll see you next time.